Today let's talk about using some basic functions. So now we are going to talk about some basic functions like sum, average, the min function, the max function, and we'll also try to calculate percentage. We'll try to use if function. We'll try to use count, count A, count blank. So we'll try to use these basic functions in Microsoft Excel. So here we have a table with a small data where I have tried to show you some names. Uh, there are the subjects like we have English, math and science. Now finding our total, see if you select like for a candidate for Mr. Abdullah, if you try to calculate total and you can use different functions for that. So first let me select these cells. I have selected cell D3 to F3. If I select at the bottom, you can see here average is 43, count is 3, means 3 cells have been selected, and sum is 129. You can find out the sum here, but this is just for our reference. We can view the sum here if you want for your notice, but I want the total to be added here. So there are two ways. One is by using a arithmetic function. Arithmetic function means by using plus, minus and multiplication and division symbol. See, if you are using plus for addition, minus for subtraction or difference, star for multiplication and slash for dividing the numbers. So if you are using this is not Excel function. This is actually using arithmetic functions in Excel. So you can use these options also. Let me show you using arithmetic method. So always when you are talking about Excel, you should try to use always we should use equals when you are going to use function. And the next important thing, we should try to give a reference instead of adding like equals to 44 plus 50 plus 35. No, this is not a good practice. A solution will come, but again this will not have any reference here. Like if I change this number to 45, this will not be updated. So it's always better to give a reference. So how to do that? Equal to, I'll select D3 plus, I'll select E3 plus, I'll select F3. So I'm selecting it and adding using plus. I'll press enter, I'll get the solution. So this is how I can use arithmetic method. I could have typed also like equals to, instead of clicking I could have typed D3 plus E3 plus F3. The case, it's not a case sensitive, it's a cell reference. You press enter, you'll be able to get the solution. Okay, so we are able to add using arithmetic method. Now let me also teach you how to use Excel function to get a total. So what you need to do, you need to select the cell, and here we have Autosum. If you click Autosum, you will be able to get the formula, which is equals sum. In the bracket you have D3 to F3. So it's waiting for your confirmation. Are you sure? D3 to F3? Yes, D3 to F3. Column means D3 to F3. If I press enter, I will be able to get the solution. But in case, suppose if you don't want to add all these three, I want to add only English and math, then when you do Autosum, don't press enter. You are allowed to select what you want. You are allowed to select. See, it will show you what you are going to do the sum of. I'm going to do the sum of D3 to D10. So now I'll select only English and math. So I'm doing the sum of D3 to E3, not F3. I'll press enter. See, I got the solution. Again, I'll do Autosum, and I must verify whether I am doing correct or not, the cell references are correct or not, and I will press enter to get the sum. So this is one way how we can find out the Autosum. The next way what people follow, they also select these cells, and since we want the total here, they select that cell also, which is blank. Select the cells, select the numbers that you want to be added, and one more cell, and then when you click Autosum, it will give you the total there. So either you can use this way or that way. Now again, one more method I will tell you how to do Autosum. You can select these all cells, see, or if you want only one Autosum, you can select the cell and you can press Alt equal, shortcut key Alt button and equal to button, and press enter. See, you got the solution. So what I did, I clicked on the cell and I pressed Alt and equal to button from the keyboard. So whatever numbers are there before that cell, it will be added, and press enter, you'll get it. You can also do one thing, you can select these all, you want all of them to be added here, so select these all cells and press Alt equal. See, all numbers have been added. This is how we can use arithmetic method to do sum, to add, or you can use Excel function Autosum, or from here we can use sum function to add the values, to add the numbers. Now let's use some other functions also. So I'm going to use some other functions, like I want to calculate average. Now average, I'm going to calculate average. Let me add the table borders. Yes. So average is actually adding them and dividing by the total number. So suppose if I want to find out the average of these numbers, so 45 plus 50 plus 35 divide by 3, because 3 subjects. Okay, I can use this. Or what I can do, I can use Excel function, which we have in Excel. So I'll select the cell where I want the average to be calculated. I'll click on this and I have average here. So let me click on this. Now it's saying, do you want to calculate the average of D3 to G3? G3 also is included, because it will include all the numbers in front of it. So no, I don't want to calculate average of these all. I want to calculate average of only D3 to F3. D3 to F3. I want to find the average of these numbers, and I will press enter. I got the average. And again, if you want to apply the same formula here, you can come to the right bottom corner of this cell. You can see a bold plus is there. You can double click or you can drag it. You'll be able to get the solution. Got it. Now you can see some decimal points are there. If you don't want the decimal points, see, these are the two options where you can add decimal points and increase decimal points and decrease decimal points. So if you want one decimal point to be there, or suppose if you don't want any decimal points, you can remove them. So we are able to calculate average. Now also let me show you a new function, min function. What is min function? Min function means minimum. It will help you to find out which one is the minimum, the smallest number, the minimum value. So let's use it. I will click on this arrow button again, where you can find some common functions like sum, average, count, numbers, max, min. So I found here min. I'll click on min. Now it's saying, do you want to find the minimum? Minimum of which cells, which numbers? D3 to H3? No, from D3 to F3 only. Which is the minimum value? And I'll press enter. See, I got 35. 35 is the minimum value. If I drag it, I'll get the solution for others. So these are the minimum value out of these 3 cells. So min will help you to find out the minimum value. Let me show you another function, max. Max function will help you to find the maximum, the highest number of that selected cells. So for that I will be using max function. I'll click on max. So the same place I'll be going Autosum and click on the arrow button, and I have the max option here, max function. I'll click on max and I will select the cells for which I want to calculate the maximum value. So you can see here equals to max T3 to F3. Yes, it's correct. I will press enter. I got 50, which is the maximum. You can see 35 is the minimum and 50 is the maximum. Now I'll drag it till the bottom and I'll get the max for all numbers. So we are able to calculate total, average, minimum and maximum. Let me also help you calculating percentage. See, there are 3 subjects. The exams were conducted and they have got 45 out of 100 in English. So Mr. Abdullah, this candidate have got 45 out of 100, 50 out of 100 in math, 35 out of 100 in science. So actually talking, these are percentage in each subject, 45% in English, 50% in math, 35% in science. But now I want to find out overall percentage. So for that, actually Excel don't have any formula to calculate percentage. What you can do, you can calculate it manually. So when you're going to calculate percentage, and if you want percentage symbol, then make sure that the data type is percentage, okay, so that you don't need to multiply it by 100 again. If you don't put data type as percentage, then you need to multiply it by 100. So I made the first step is select it and make the data type as percentage. From here or from here you can select percentage. Now calculating percentage means equal to add them means total. So 130 is the total. So 130 out of how much? Divide by, see, these are 3 subjects, 45 out of 100, 50 out of 100, 35 out of 100. So it is altogether 130 out of 100, 100, 100, 300. So it's a 130 out of 300. So in this scenario, we are going to calculate percentage, so which is total out of full. So total is G3, which is 130, and full is, there is no reference, I am typing manually, so 300. When I type this and press enter, I'll be able to get 43.33%. I'll drag it, I'll be able to get the percentage value. And as I told you earlier, if you don't want the decimal points like 0.33, you can reduce or decrease the decimal points like this. So we are done with this. So these are some basic functions like total, average, minimum, maximum and percentage.